So I've seen several comments here and there talking about, oh, it's time to dump shit, move on to something else, go to this other asset. And frankly, anything right now is a lateral move in the crypto market. We're all kind of moving together with sentiment. Unfortunately, this morning hasn't been that great so far, but there are some very important things that have happened for Shiba Inu that I think people need to pay attention to because this is where a lot of people get fooled. And frankly, I think we're about to see some very big moves in terms of price, some very big corrections back the opposite way. And I want to show you guys why this is. So if you guys haven't already, if you guys are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So looking at price this morning, again, still just waiting for this CPI report. Market's kind of prepping for it. We'll see what comes as the day goes on. And I've said before that, maybe we drop just a little bit more before a nice rebound. We're kind of doing actually what we did, what was that, last week? Yeah, last week. We had a red Monday, a red Tuesday, and then we know that SHIB, for example, had a very nice spike, ran about 15%. And SHIB is looking like there's going to be a lot of speculators actually stepping in and buying. And I want to show you guys exactly why this is. Now, there was this article that I stumbled across that actually talked about a few things that we talk about here on the channel. I said 3 reasons why Shiba Inu price may head north soon. And the first thing I was talking about was actually the RSI. And when we look at Shiba Inu, we've gone out of this overbought range in terms of SHIB on the daily, and we've actually dropped below the 50 level. All right. So we're down on the bottom half. We're more in the oversold range. And in fact, when we look at the 4-hour, you guys can see how we are heavily oversold. We are on the 1-hour. We are oversold as well. Now, why this is important is I want us to look at the last time we were in these price ranges, right? Shiba Inu was actually more towards almost the overbought range on the hourly RSI. Now, when we take a look at the 4-hour as well, we can see a very similar thing taking place. Last time Shiba Inu was in these price ranges, it was on the upper half of this index. And why that is important is you tend to get speculators that come in and buy when you're more towards the bottom of the RSI than when you're at the top. Top typically leads to corrections, cooldowns, pullbacks, sell-offs, things like that. And the bottom tends to lead to large buying events, like we talked about obviously earlier today. Now, what I think is one of the most important things that people need to watch, and I said this was going to happen, is look what exchange supply has done over the last few days. All right. Now, this may look like a little blip here, but you guys can see that there is a very distinct trend that supply on exchanges is heading straight down. In fact, over the last day, we've seen about 1 trillion SHIB removed from exchanges. Over the last 3, we've seen about 3 trillion removed from exchanges. So right now, it's actually looking like we're going to go on this continuation of supply on exchanges continuing to drop. And why that is important is we talk so much about this supply shock that's going to hit Shiba Inu. It's the thing that, again, allows us to make easier, quicker movements to the upside. It's a reason why Shiba Inu can, frankly, perform like a coin that's, $100 million or $10 million market cap versus, a 10, no, not even 10, $15 billion market cap. It's one of the things that kind of separates SHIB from all these other blue chip assets up here. And it's the reason why SHIB, I think, in the very short term is going to make some pretty significant moves. Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice. And like we talked about, we're still just kind of digesting retail sentiment currently. We're waiting to see, as retail had enough of the selling, are people going to continue to dump and freak out, or are we about to have this very sharp rebound back to the upside? That's the big question. Frankly, guys, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that if SHIB drops, it's a buying opportunity. If SHIB spikes, great. If you accumulated, even better. Perfect. Know that we are still at this point where you're going to see mass adoption hit in this market cycle, which means that there's hundreds of millions of new users coming to crypto. There's trillions of dollars that's going to be entering the space. And assets like SHIB that are driven by retail sentiment, they're going to perform exceptionally well. And because of the optics that SHIB has, because of the exposure that SHIB has, it's likely to be one of those better performing assets. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think the trend is going to be as the day goes on? Obviously, by the time this comes out, I think it's going to be probably about 3:30 Central Standard Time. So we'll have a good idea of where the day is headed. But let me know your thoughts. Are we going to continue to see these trends on exchanges? Was this just a big washout event for people to pick up cheaper SHIB than what was available? I'd say the answer is yes. That's been pretty clear. So I appreciate you guys as always. If you guys are new or haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Have a great day. Show your love. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.